So this is a story about a firm that I delivered to the other day got 2 hours handball off me for free. So I've picked up from Camera in Luton, not the real ale people, not Camera, not Click, more. And I've got a load on board going to Trent Bridge Cricket Ground in Nottingham the next day. And it filled up. I mean, there was these things on the front, there were pumps, and then there were things that lift barrels, and then there was all these pallets that sort of just had bits and pieces on, and then there was 2 huge double pallets that had like racking on and struts, and them things where you go in, the stuff they put the pallets on in warehouses. Okay, so got it all bought. Now it's got to go to Nottingham the next day, and the delivery time is between 10 and 2. And I've got another job coming out of Luton, which I've got to be at before 5 o'clock, and I want a job coming back from Nottingham. So I thought, what we're going to do then, we're going to get there early, and we might be lucky, we might get it off. So I've rocked up at Trent Bridge at 8 o'clock in the morning, and sure enough, the stewards are there, and I pulled in, and I thought, Trent Bridge, big cricket ground, it's going to be massive. They're going to be used to having lorries, they'll have forks and everything. No. So I pulled in the in gate, which is a car park, 90% of which is now full of a marquee, because it's a beer festival. So I pulled in, and I said to the guy, I went, oh, lovely. I said, yeah, he said, you're early. I went, yes, I am early, aren't I? Yeah, it's between 10 and 2 it had to be dropped off. I said, I woke up, I thought I'd get up early, see if I can get it off. He says, right. He says, no one here. He says, they won't. I said, what time? He said, probably won't be here till about 10 o'clock. I said, yeah, I'm not due till 10 o'clock. Okay, fine. I said, you got any forks? He goes, no. I'm thinking, when they turn up, they're not going to turn up with forks. So what I'm going to have to do now is I'm going to have to sit here until 10 o'clock, and they'll poodle in. Oh, and then they're volunteers. I said, do they volunteer because they get free entry to the beer festival? He says, yes. So, anyhow, I think I'm going to have to wait till 10. Then there'll be some volunteers, and then it's going to take us, an hour and a half to get all the stuff off. I ain't going to get out of it till after 11, 12 o'clock, and I want to get a load coming back from Nottingham, and I've got to be back in Luton by about 4 o'clock. I'm pushing it. So I can see where the tent is. I said, do you know what? I said, I'm going to get started. I'll get the stuff off. So I've got the tail, I've got the pump truck. I've managed to clear all bar 4 pallets. So that's like, on this, because it's got 16 pallet spaces, but it weren't full to the back. So about 10 pallet spaces. That probably took me half hour, 3/4 an hour, maybe a bit longer, to get all that stuff off. And now I'm thinking, well, by now, maybe a few volunteers might have turned up early. No. So now I'm thinking, right, so I'm looking at these 2 great big double pallets full of like individual stacked steel, and I'm thinking, I've got 2 choices here. I either now sit and wait for the volunteers to turn up and we get that one off, or crack on. Well, I spend most days sitting on my bum all day, I don't get no exercise. So sure enough, the curtain came open, and I took the whole lot off, one at a time, slowly but surely restacking it. In fairness, I get down to the second pallet, and a couple of them started to turn up, and they give me a hand getting the last one off. So I was done in Trent Bridge just after 10 o'clock. Got in there at 8, I was done just after 10 o'clock. Can I charge you for handball? I can't, no. Because the booking time was 10. You were told, get there at 10. If you'd have got there at 10, there'd have been plenty of people to help you. But if I'd have got there at 10 and I'd have waited, then I wouldn't have got out there till 11:30. As it was, I got there at 10, I got there at 8, I did it myself, got out at 10. Now, you bear in mind, yeah, I would have got half hour waiting time on the other one. I would have got out half 11 and I'd have got 20 quid. Instead, because I was out at 10, I managed to get the easiest job in the world, which was Leicester to Lewis's MK17. Now, the MK17, it's MK17, you're going to be here forever. 1 pallet. And I was there, bang on my booking time. I said, well, my sister going MK17? She said, yeah, John Lewis. I went, oh, they've normally got a booking time. She said, yeah, you have got a booking time, 1 o'clock. You'll be there at 1 o'clock. I was there at 3 minutes past 1. Straight in, straight on a bay, handed my keys over. By the time I'd walked back to the cab from the driver's office, the light had already gone red. And then went green, picked my keys up, and I was done. And I managed to go to my pick-up in Luton. So yes, they did get 2 hours worth of handball for free, but I got a second job in because of it. And that second job was worth 200 quid. Now, that's not to be sneezed at. So if I've got to do a little bit of extra work, and I kind of think handball, unloading, to a degree, is part of the job. And if you plan to get there early, that's on you. If you want to get it off early, that's on you. My only fear was I took the whole lot off for the geezer to turn up and go, oh no, it's not going here, it's going the other gate. But as it was, he turned up and he went, oh, thank you very much. So I got to ring the shipper and go, happy customer. When they turned up, it was all sitting there waiting for them. It's just a matter of gauging your time correctly so you can take care and take money.